Special thanks to Patreon supporter Derek Frost Westbrook for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gear244 here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the GAZ-Vodnik. The GAZ-Vodnik, known by its designation as GAZ-3937, is a Russian high-mobility multi-purpose military vehicle manufactured by GAZ. It is a heavy modification of the civil GAZ-2330 Tiger. Its name comes from the Russian word which translates to a person employed in water transport, but is also used to refer to the same person or object simply related to water. A better translation would be water bearer, as it is in the astrological sign Aquarius. The Vodnik was adopted by the Russian armed forces. It's basically used as a kind of a armored personnel carrier, really to say the least, or infantry fighting vehicle. It can be equipped with various different weaponry. There's some with a remote controlled turret, some with a actual manual turret, and others with even anti-aircraft capabilities. The main armament typically being on these vehicles that are armed with armaments, a 14.5mm KP-VT machine gun and a 7.62mm PKT machine gun. The version we have here in front of us is just the basic model here. Since we do have a couple different variants, this will be kind of the base model for the vehicle. We'll be doing different add-on tutorials that'll be showing you guys how to put some different loadouts onto this basically main kind of platform. So you can have some different versions here of the GAZ-3937 Vodnik if you do choose to. Anyways, let's go ahead and kind of move in to take a look here at the vehicle and see exactly where we're going ahead and building. To go ahead and get started with here, we obviously have the front of the vehicle here. Nothing too fancy. Windshield, basically a little spotlight, headlights, little kind of push bar type thing in the front there. And as we approach the side here, we have the doors, obviously the wheels, different hatches and stuff like that on the side. It's basically a giant box, to say the very least. And that's pretty much the vehicle. It's a pretty straightforward design. Should be a pretty simple one to go ahead and build real quick and throw in your worlds. But yeah, nice armored Russian personnel carrier you can definitely add into your modern conflicts in which you need a nice Russian armored personnel carrier. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial. We'll be beginning with our first layer, layer number 1. Alright guys, go ahead and moving into our first layer here. We're going ahead and begin with layer number 1. For layer 1, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished black stone up sound stair here, followed by a second stair coming off it toward the back. After we have that done, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab here, iron trapdoor, stone brick top slab, a polished black stone up sound stair, and an air stair coming off of this upside down like so. Once we have that all complete, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak trapdoor coming off these 2 stairs here toward the front. With that complete, going ahead and going toward the back, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark oak wood trapdoors, and same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. At this point here, we're going to place down a polished black stone up sound stair, followed by a second stair coming off of it, and same thing over here on this side as well, like so. In between these first stairs here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab to both sides, and then an iron trapdoor directly there in the center. Once we have that done, we're also going to place down a dark oak trapdoor coming off those 2 stairs like so. Once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 1. Looking at it from above here, this is what we should have for the top-down view. And with that, we'll be going ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. I guess moving into our next layer, we have layer 2. For layer 2, to get started with here, we're going to place down 2 polished black stone stairs back-to-back on top of these 2 upside-down stairs like so. So just like that for each one of these wheels. After that, we want to go then take our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 3 between the stairs and a second row of 3. Same thing back here, like this, going between those polished black stone stairs like so. After that, going ahead and going to the front here, we're going to place down a green stained glass pane coming off the front here of these 2 stairs, a row of 3 of green terracotta across between them, followed by a polished black stone upside down stair coming off those glass panes like that, toward the front there. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves black concrete. We're going to place down a black concrete block to both sides, and in the very middle there, we're going to go and grab a polished black stone slab, and we're going to place down a polished black stone slab there in the middle, like so. And coming off that slab, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a dark oak wood sign. On these 2 black concrete blocks, we're going to place down tripwire hooks. We then want to go ahead and go into our creative menu, grab an item frame, and then an orange concrete block. We're going to place down an item frame coming off those 2 polished black stone stairs, orange concrete block in those item frames, and a dark oak wood sign coming off the side, or the front stair of the stairs, I should say. After that's done, that's it for the front, and we're going to continue working our way to the back. We're going to continue on by placing down a dark oak wood stair to both sides, a row of 3 of green terracotta across. We want to then place down 3 more rows of 3 Actually, we might as well make it 4 more rows of 3, so connecting all the way up to this portion here. Along the sides, we're going to go ahead and grab green stained glass panes, and we're going to place down 1, 2, 3. Coming off the front of the stairs there, same thing over here, and then a dark oak wood stair like this in front of the polished blackstone stair. After that, we're going to go then place down an air polished blackstone, or sorry, an air dark oak wood stair, coming off those polished blackstone stairs, and an air row 3 of green terracotta across between them. After that, an air green terracotta block there to both sides, and then a mossy cobblestone wall directly there in the center. We're going to go then place down an item frame on those 2 dark oak wood stairs, and in those item frames, we're going to place down a red concrete block. If you're on Java, you can go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood sign on the front stair of those stairs. I don't recall if I did mention it, but up here in the front, to place the dark oak wood signs in the item frames in the same block space, that is going to be a Java-only feature. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, you're not able to basically access this feature. So what I would recommend doing for your case is to go ahead and place down just the item frame if you are on one of those versions besides Java. If you're on Java, you can go ahead and place down obviously the item frame and sign in the same place and have absolutely no problem in doing so. But with that though, that is going to pretty much wrap up what we have there for layer number 2 for the build. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving into making our banners here, which will be basically used there on the wheels. So I'm going to go and grab the materials we'll need for that, and I'll see you guys here in a sec. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into building the banners. The banners here are super simple. You're going to need a loom, 2 black banners, 2 green dye, and 4 black dye. To make these, we're going to go into our loom, place our black banners, and our green dye. We're going to go and select the line that goes vertically on the left side of the banner for this one, and then we're going to go then select the line that goes vertically on the right side of this banner here. So we get 2 banners that look like this. Both these banners are going to go ahead and go back into the loom, and using black dye, we're going to do a line horizontally across the top of black dye, and a line horizontally across the bottom to go ahead and create our first banner, and we're going to do the same thing for the second one, so line horizontally across the bottom, and line horizontally across the top to go ahead and create these 2 banners here. These 2 banners are going to go ahead and go on the side of these polished blackstone stairs with the green portion facing toward each other, like this for each one of our wheels. So just like that. And after we have that all done there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 2. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 3. Alright guys, go ahead and move it into our next layer. We'll be moving into layer 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta here, followed by a polished blackstone wall to both sides and a dark oak wood fence post in the center, or fence gate in the center. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides, followed by an item frame coming off those walls, and then a snowball in those item frames. If you're on Java, we can go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood fence gate in front of this wall and open it up toward the wall like so. Same thing over here. Again, this is a Java only feature, as you cannot place the fence gate and the item frame in the same block space, and in this case I would prioritize placing down the item frame over the fence gate. After that, we're going to then place down a granite wall that goes back from the mossy cobblestone walls, followed by a row of 3 of green terracotta across the center. We're going to go then place down 2 more rows of 3 of green terracotta going across, followed by a dark oak wood up down stair. 2 both sides, like that. And we're going to go then place down an item frame here, orange concrete block, same thing here, item frame, and orange concrete block. And we're going to go then place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of that item frame, again if you're on Java. And then we can place a dark oak wood sign on the side here of this stair right next to it. We then want to take our green terracotta, and we're just going to go ahead and fill this in all the way toward the back here. So just filling in our rows of 3 across the center. Like so. And we're also going to go all the way back until we get to this point right here. At this point, go into the sides, we're going to grab mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mossy cobblestone walls back, and same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go then place down 2 dark oak wood up downstairs, facing each other, like this on both sides, and a dark oak wood sign on the sides here of those stairs. So like so. And we're going to then place down a mossy cobblestone wall between the stairs and the green terracotta blocks there in that corner space. We then simply want to go and take a rail, and we're going to place down a rail on top of those 2 green terracotta blocks like that. And after that's all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer number 3 for the build. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be moving into layer number 3. Or, sorry, layer number 4, my bad. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a spruce wood stair on what will be the left side of the vehicle. So over here. And then we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs over, like that, followed by a zombie head on the side of these stairs to both ends, like so. We then want to go and take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row of 3 across the center, followed by a granite wall to both ends. And we're going to go then place down 1 more granite wall that goes back on both sides, and then another row of 3 green terracotta across between those walls. At this point here, go into the side of this granite wall, we're going to skip a block space and kind of build out to the side like so. On the side of this block, we can go ahead and place down a lever, and using a debug stick, if you have access to it, we can go ahead and rotate the direction of the lever so that it faces toward the granite wall. So you can go ahead and do that, and that's a feature you can do if you're on Java and have a debug stick using the give command. However, if you are not on Java, for Bedrock or Pocket Edition, I would recommend probably just placing down a fence gate on the side there and opening it up toward this block. Not the best look, but probably your best alternative for what we have going on here. So again, if you're on Java, use this technique. If you're on Bedrock, use this one here. Anyways, after that, we're going to then place down a row of 3 green terracotta across, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall again to both sides. At this point here, we do have a difference in our two sides, and we actually are going to make one quick adjustment over here to what will be the right side of the vehicle. So this wall right here, this mossy cobblestone wall, is actually going to be a green terracotta block with a ladder on the side here. And then we're going to then place down a stripped oak wood, dark oak wood block right here, followed by a tripwire hook. And actually, this should be spruce instead. So I'm going to go and swap this out real quick. This should be spruce. So spruce like that on the side there. And then we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 green terracotta. And we're going to then place down a stripped spruce wood log like that to the side. And cut off that stripped spruce wood log over here on this side. We're going to place down a zombie head on the left side only. At this point here, we're going to place down another row of 3 green terracotta, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both ends. Another row of 3 green terracotta, mossy cobblestone wall over here on the right side, and over on the left side here, we're going to place down a stripped spruce wood log. At this point here, we then want to go ahead and actually swap out this wall here for a granite wall on the right side. Then we're going to go ahead and then go to the left side here, place down 2 granite walls back, a mossy cobblestone wall, a stripped spruce wood log on its side, and then a mossy cobblestone wall like that. Over here on the right side, we're going to go back with 2 mossy cobblestone walls. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and place down a stripped spruce wood block right here with a tripwire hook coming off of it, and then 2 mossy cobblestone walls back like that. We could then go ahead and fill in the inside here of green terracotta. All the way back to this point here, and in this space across, we're going to place down a row of 3 of spruce wood like that across, tripwire hook, and a dark oak wood button on the sides of those 2 blocks. Anyways, after you have that all done right there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 4, and with that, we're going to go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, moving into our final layers here, we have layers 5 through 9. For these layers to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of nether brick stairs across this section here, followed by a zombie head to both sides like so. After we have that done, coming off the zombie head, we're going to place down a polished black stone wall, like that. And then coming off the polished black stone wall, we're going to go and grab ourselves an item frame and a regular glass pane. So should be right here. So you have an item frame and a glass pane in the item frame. Same thing over here on this side. We then want to go ahead and grab our black stained glass blocks. We're going to place down a row of 2 across and then a black stained glass pane to both sides, like so. We then want to go ahead and take our green terracotta, place down a row of 3 across, and we're going to then place down a green stained glass pane over here on the left side. Over here on the right side, it's going to be another green terracotta block with a ladder on the side of it. Another row of 3 green terracotta across the center here. Green stained glass pane over here on the left side, and over on the right side here, we're going to place down another stripped spruce wood block on top of this one, like so. At this point here, on both sides, or sorry, on the left side, we're going to go back 1 and 2 green stained glass panes. And then on top of these 2 granite walls, we're going to place down 2 brown stained glass panes, and then 1, 2, and 3 green stained glass panes to the back. Over here on the right side, we want to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 green stained glass panes, a stripped spruce wood block, and again, 2 green stained glass panes back like that. And then in between the panes here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of spruce wood, stripped spruce wood, and dark oak wood buttons there in the corners. This whole space at the inside here, we're just going to fill in with green terracotta, just like that. And after we have that all done there, we're going to go and start working on the top here. So for the top section, we're going to go and grab ourselves an end rod and some iron bars. We're going to place down a end rod on top of this zombie head, then go up 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron bars up. We then want to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of this zombie head, and coming off that, we're going to go ahead and place down a item frame. And this is going to be on the left side, and the left side only. And then we want to go ahead and grab a green carpet, and then we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this zombie head here. At this point, we're going to place down a spruce wood trapdoor, which will go on top of these 2 black stained glass blocks, then a green carpet there in the center. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green carpets over, and then 1 green carpet over here on the right side, and then a spruce wood trapdoor on top of this green terracotta block here. We're going to place down another item frame here, followed by a green terracotta block in the item frame. And then grabbing zombie heads, we're going to place down a zombie head here at a slight angle, like so. One straight on, and another one at a slight angle like that, opposite to the one over here, the first one we placed. Behind this center zombie head, we're going to place down a spruce wood trapdoor, followed by a polished black stone slab, which will go over here on the right side. And then grab our daylight detectors here, we're going to place down a row of 3 across, and followed by a spruce wood slab, another daylight detector to both sides, another row of 3 here across, spruce wood slab, daylight detector to both sides, and another row of 3 of daylight detectors across like that. And once we have that all done right there, that's going to basically do it for our design here for the base model for the GAZ-3937 Vodnik. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit. This can be a thing from a sound of the build, tweet to my channel, or this video. If this does appear in social media sites, as long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. And that, guys, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gear 204, and I'll see you guys next time.